handsome lot even, should I say. Welcome back to the channel. I am in Scotland trying to do, he turns around because there's someone there, trying to get myself set up to do a wild camp on the beach. I've just come over from the Isle of Skye, which you should be able to see in the background there. That's the bit on the headland over there. That's the Isle of Skye, or the Isle of Skye should I say. I won't say where I am because you're not supposed to give these things away, are you? But needless to say, one headland with two beaches, and I've decided to camp on this one here because if I take you to see the one up here, bear with, sorry, because there's still a couple of people moseying about. Hang on, yeah, so the other beach, the other side of the headland is that one there, which is prettier. There's a golf course and a few people parked up over the side there. So I'm trying to be a bit more subtle. Right, let's get you down to the beach. So I brought my stuff down already. Probably overdid it, rushing to get out of the car. But we're just down here. There we go. Kind of immediately regretting that because bloody obvious comment of the year. There's sand everywhere on the beach and it's sticking to me tent. Hopefully it'll dry off in the morning. I had a wet pack up last night because I was on the Isle of Skye and it was really wet last night. So this morning I just stuck the tent in, soaking wet. And that's probably the sand stuck to it. So we'll see. Hopefully it's going to be a still night tonight. Dry, and that'll brush off in the morning. If not, I'll give it a good wash when I get back. Anyway, that's me set up. So I'll give you a little tour of the bay, I suppose. Come on then. Have a little walk. Right. As probably said earlier on anyway, but Isle of Skye. The Isle of Skye is the bit where I am in the background over there. And yeah, let's get the drone up and show you around. there we go. That's home for the night. Let's hope we get a bit of a sunset. Not sure how it's going to look at the minute. If I look to you over there, there's a bit of rain coming in over here potentially, but I think it might pass me by. You never know, might get a sunset. We'll see. If we do, then obviously I'll share it with you because, you know, I love you like that. Why did I say that? That's weird. Right. I don't know if there was a sunset or not, but romance for one. Let's go and see what we can see, guys, shall we? Come and join me. Come on, you know what to. The other thing I meant to say, whenever you go for a walk, so it just struck me, I've heard someone else say this before, Summit or Nothing, I don't know if you watch his channel, always look behind you, because when you walk in, the view behind you is completely different. So if I just turn you, well, I'm not going to turn you around, if I carry on walking like this, I've got the beauty of my camera background. I didn't realise there's a mountain there. Well, I kind of did, but because I'm concentrating on the beach. Yeah, so always look about. So it's quite nice over there. Also, do you think that's stealthy enough where I am? I can't even see the tent. Let's hope it stays that way. First time I've ever done this on the beach. There's a lot of people about, or a lot of cars and stuff around. So hopefully it'll be quiet enough. Time will tell. That's me, just there. Two people there in the middle, just come down to the beach and seem to be disappearing because they've just seen some nutter. No doubt. There we go. Not too shabby, is it? I do love the sound of the sea, even if it's just gently lapping, which is good because it means it's not windy. Right, anyway, let's go and see if we can find you a sunset. Can't be a bit of beach rock scrambling, can you? Right, get ourselves over there somehow. Oh, and one thing I thought of, before anyone says, are you sure you want to camp on the beach? Because the tide may come up. I may swallow my words tomorrow, but I checked the tide. If you're going to do it, and I've done this, I've checked the tide times and the heights. So when I arrived here, it was about 6 o'clock. And I looked online, and the high tide was at 20 minutes beforehand, and the tide was well out. So I know that the high tide at the minute is nowhere near where I am. So that's worthwhile checking. You can't just base it on the lines of seaweed, and you can't base it on whether they're dry or not, because it's been raining here. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's wet from the sea. So if you can, it's not always easy to do it scientifically because you can't measure it by the tape measure or whatever. There's no tide marks or anything like that, you know. But do check the tide times. And if, like what I have done, you've got something to compare it to. So, you know, it was here an hour ago and it's, you know, way out there, and that's clearly not a metre difference, then you should be all right, really. But worst case scenario, just look for some green grass to pitch up on, because, yeah, I'm certain that the tide's never going to come up that high anyway. But, yeah, check, because the last thing you want to do is get your tent flooded with seawater, or any water for that matter. Cheers, guys. No sunset yet, but it's a little while off yet. Bit of rain coming in here though, and I'm just getting a bit of mizzle on me at the minute, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna brave it for a little bit. This place is renowned for its amazing sunsets, apparently, because it's west facing. It's west facing. Obviously with the cloud up there it's not great, but it's still pretty dramatic. I'll try and zoom you in, because it's never that great with these cameras, is it really? Just see there. But you probably can't actually. Well, just make out just about here there's like a beam of light where the sun is. coming down. So it's still pretty. Doesn't have to be a glorious sunset for it to be nice. Like I always say, beats a day in the office. So I've got to say this. Right, I'm mumble because I've had a glass of wine here. Right, it's a bit grey over there, and there's no sunset yet because it's going to be another hour anyway. But look, you look around. There's a bit of blue coming up here. I know the camera's going a bit funky. Oh, hello. There you go. And then if I pan you around behind me, sorry, I'll go slow. There's a bit of blue behind there as well, and it's just look at the clouds. You don't need a sunset, and if you do, if they're still around, they might go orange. It's a Friday night. I'm in Scotland, 600 miles from home, sat on some rocks on a remote beach. My home is a tent. The Isle of Skye's over there. The waves are by me, or not even the waves, just the gentle lapping of the sea. Yeah. If you don't like this shiz, you need to like this shiz and get out here. This is just, in the words of Jeanette Cranky, show me age, and a bit doozy. She was Scottish. He was Scottish. She was Scottish. Yeah, anyway. Right. Less of this, mate. Less of this. And you're round. Woo! Oh, bloody hell, that sky. Right, slower, slurry. I should do more of this stuff when I've had a couple of drinks. The only reason I had a couple of drinks is because I was waiting for some people to clear off. So I just drank a couple of cans of beer and I was waiting. So they asked me to move on, I couldn't drive anyway. Drunk camping, bye. Top tip. Don't drink alcohol when camping. And don't be cocky as well. Don't be cocky about getting people to check the tide times because woo! Yeah, get your eyes up here now. Listen to that. We're 8. The little island that I went on to watch the sunset. As I came back down, I thought, oh, just going to check the tent's all right. The tide had come in, and I checked the tide against an area of the same name that's on the other side of Scotland. Always check the names and the locations of your tide times. But I'm still okay for tonight because I know you're all worrying. Thank you. Here we go, guys. Look. Not too shabby, eh? So there we go. Got a fire on. No bush box. Well, it's not a bush box, but you know what I mean. Sunset over there, slowly coming in. Not too bad, is it? Not too bad at all. Oh, for dinner tonight, got my little TJM grill thing here. I was going to do some potatoes, but I can't be bothered. So I've got a bit of steak. And I've got this little, can't really make this now. Anyway, little camping spice rack type thing. So I'm just going to put some garlic and chilli, pepper on my fillet steak, put it on there. Yummy, with this view. Bit of mixed herb. Some reasonable coals on there now. So let's get that on. Ooh, yeah. Not bad. A little bit charred. A bit pink, but it's tasty. But can you beat steak, a little fire, and that? No, is the answer to that. Apart from this seagull, Stephen keeps an eye on me up. You can blame him, to be fair. Look at that now. Absolutely glorious, so worth doing. And I just like to point out that I've got some friends along here now. I don't know who they are, but there's people in a tent along the side there. I can say hello. So that guy over there, just got chatting to him. I didn't want to video him, but he's got a hot tent going in July. He's got proper stove and everything in there. He's come from Edinburgh. Up and been here a couple of times. Turn up at 10 o'clock. It's now about 11 p.m. and still in July in Scotland. The sun hasn't quite set. You don't get this down in England. Thought we'd come out for a paddle with a beer. Because it's got to be done, doesn't it? Beautiful. Right, I really am going to enjoy this now. And I'll say goodnight to you guys. Alright, take care. Morning, glampers. Oh, such a lovely night last night. And being in Scotland, I probably hit too much of the whiskey. But I slept very well, and there's no need to get up early in Scotland because you can wild camp. So the arrive late, leave early thing isn't really required. Anyway, let's get ourselves out there and see what the day brings. Not too shabby. It's more than you can say for me. We go. Right, let's get some breakfast on. Bedhead. Right, that's me packed up. I was there. Just cooking myself some breakfast, as you can probably hear. Gentle sizzling of bacon to show you. Hey. You can hear me over that sizzle. Not a bad place for breakfast, is it? So I'm going to get my bacon and egg butty on the go, and then I'm going to head off home. Of that. It goes in the same way there, doesn't it? Oh well. An omelette and bacon sandwich. And just as the Trangiers run out as well, which is kind of cool. There's always a seagull, isn't there? Kind of like looking cool. Like, no, I'm not looking at you. No, I'm kind of looking over there a little bit. I'm not going to steal your bacon sandwich if you don't turn around, or when you turn around. Sods. Stephen, clear off. Right folks, that's me done, all packed up, no trace left. Even though wild camping is legal in Scotland, you should always leave things as you found them. But that's why I'm packing up a bit later today, because I won't get in trouble for it, theoretically anyway. There's a few people around on the beach. No one's batted an eyelid. So, thanks for watching again. Please like and subscribe, etc, etc. And I will catch you on the next adventure. Take care guys, stay safe.